Well there, ladies, gentlemen, llamas, and assorted whatever the hell LCR, I don't know. I got something. I bought it off Amazon because I got sucked down the rabbit hole again. But I don't know. It could have potential. It could possibly be okay. Look at this name and take a wild guess where this comes from. Yeah, but I don't know. It was Jade. It's got Jade. What was I gonna do? So it is new folding cooking knife green. 5 gauge? I don't know. Made in China. It is basically like a folding chef knife, kitchen knife. Basically what happened was about this knife. It's kind of a big knife. Just comes in a bag. Got a bag. Could probably burn this bag. Let's see. Open up bag. It's a Ziploc bag. It's Jade. Oh, if crack was made of jade, I'd totally become addicted. What? Huh? What? 1:34 in the morning thoughts. I don't know. So it is a big, hefty. I mean, it's not hefty. I shouldn't say hefty. It's very thin. It's got a thin kitchen type blade, but it is folding. It is not centered very well. Oh, you know why that side's bigger? Because that's the lock side. It's a liner lock. It's got bronze washers in there. One washer seems to be bigger than the other. Okay, whatever. But very nicely done scales, if we're taking a look at that. And all the hardware seems to be, countersunk evenly throughout. I don't see any, lightning holes in the liners or anything. But 2 big slabs of jade. Ha! Yeah. Now, I get it. There's some people going, what am I going to do with that right there? I get it. I know. This is not for everybody. But for a, let's say a folding camp kitchen knife maybe, or bug out bag food prep knife. People carry the Spyderco Resilience, and it's not any more ridiculous than this. It is better steel. This is 440A steel, which I normally scoff at because it is not great steel. But the thing is, many of your common kitchen knives are also made of similar steel. So that's why, for its intended purpose, I'm like, I could give it a try. There are also kitchen knives made of much better steel. But again, for its intended purpose, I can maybe give it a pass. I do like the general look of the knife. It has it's got a nice kind of the steel finish. I mean, what else can I say? It's finished like a kitchen knife. I'll probably say that several times. It is finished like a kitchen knife. It's got a very slim profile for slicing through stuff in the kitchen. I am not here with stuff prepared to cut. Actually, I'm going to get a thing to cut. Hold on. It is a tomato. It already has a little bit. It's already a little soft. But, I mean, what else do I got? Nothing. So we're going with it. Then we'll do some paper tests. So, nice. I gotta say. Can it do that? No. Can't do the stink. It's a little mushy. But it can sure slice that tomato pretty thin. Wow, okay. I mean, again, for kitchen-y stuff. That's what it's for. I think it was like $20. You guys know that I will have put all the vital statistics in text by this point anyway, so we'll know. Was it, $19.99 or $29.99? I don't know, but it's shiny and it's jade, so of course I bought it. It is remarkably sharp out of the box, but let's not forget 440A is not hard to sharpen at all. It's keeping that edge on there, that it doesn't do long, very long for us. But in its element as, Sorry, I was letting a sound effect. Pew! Then I had a thing in the way. Pew! It does very well for what, you know, those intended purposes, and it is thin, it is flexible. I would not carry this as a field knife or anything like that. Definitely not. But it's wow, the lock is. Ooh. It is a budget folding kitchen knife. I mean, that's what we said in the beginning. That's what I have to say now. Would I bring this on a trip? I probably would. Yeah. Rather than, I mean, I have an excellent camp kitchen knife from Off Grid. That is great. It is great. And that would I'd probably bring that too for my chopping needs, because it's thicker blade stock. It's a better blade steel, and it's just got I feel like this edge, if I were to try to chop with it, number one, I don't know about that lock, but it might be prone to chip a little bit because it's so thin. But for my slicing stuff, this would be great. This would be great. It's, I mean, I want to say fairly lightweight. It probably weighs the same as a standard kitchen knife because you have these big old slabs of G10 and these steel liners and then a fairly long blade for it. So you're not saving a lot of weight, you know, by having it hollowed out here. It's probably maybe an ounce lighter than like a regular kitchen knife, but it's comfortable. I mean, it's very comfortable. I would also sand down these corners because if you're doing a lot, those could become hot spots. But again, in the kitchen, I don't know how much you're doing with this over and over. I wish that the blade recessed more into the handle. I don't like that can be pressed on so much. I don't know if that's going to put stress on that little stop pin and where it meets, but it is very easy to deploy and close one-handed. The lockup is frightening looking, but it is solid. I'm not doing that on this thin blade. Not at all. I don't know. Would I recommend it? This is one of those ones I gotta leave up to your personal thoughts and needs. I could make use of this. I know I could. Would I buy it again? I don't know. I already have a Spyderco Resilience, which I think might do kind of the same job. Different blade shape, but now that I have it, I definitely feel like I can make use of it on an outdoor adventure trip. I mean, there's no reason I couldn't make use of it in the kitchen right here. And I could wash it and fold it up and put it in the drawer, and it would take up a lot less space. But you know, would you guys should you buy it? I never tell you whether you should or shouldn't buy something. Sometimes I do tell you if you shouldn't buy something. But should you? I mean, you decide if it's going to find a good place in your collection, in your routine. I'm going to eat this. That's good tomato. I just feel like it might find a use, is all I'm going to say. It is absolutely not the most solid thing in the world, but it's not designed for hard. It's not going to be, you shouldn't be doing rugged stuff with it. You should just be using it in the kitchen. So anyway, I saw it. It was big and jade and shiny. I wanted to get it and check it out. Now we've checked it out. Now I want to know what you guys think of it. Is there anybody that would buy it for use? Anybody that would try using it for something else besides in the kitchen? Who's immediately... I think I know exactly who's going to comment that it's disgusting and they don't want it. And I'll see if I'm right. If I'm right, I'm going to put it in... I'm going to edit the video description to say I knew it. We'll see. You guys keep track of that. Come back and check for that later. But what do you guys think of this? Yeah, I don't know. Kind of a different piece. I mean, you definitely could be, you know, when somebody's like, hey, pocket dump, what do you got on you? And you whip out this thing. That would make a statement. But anyway. All right, guys. I'm very curious to see what you think of this guy. So thanks to the Patreon guys who definitely funded this as I was buying something else for the channel. And then this popped up and it was with Patreon funds. Thank you, Patreon guys. You made this possible for us to explore this weird thing. Tomatoes delicious. If more folks would care to join the Patreon team and see what you get out of it and what you can give towards the channel and all the other folks, that'd be awesome. There's always a link in the video description to Patreon. We would all, I appreciate it, of course, and the channel at large ends up appreciating it. You guys are like rock stars and superheroes. So anyway, thanks guys. I'm really looking forward to seeing and reading what you have to think of this bizarre knife. And until then, remember that you are absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will be back again real soon. Tomato.